we checked in on the men. Have you had a conversation with the men recently? They're like baddies now, it's crazy.
It's always when she wants what April wants when she wants it.
Sorry.
No, it's literally. I've tried to explain this to you before.
That's wonderful. But Tracy, you're the same one. You're the same one who bragged that she's so strong and so tough and doesn't need a man's money, yet you're taking alimony.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Back again, back again. EK real spicy. Let's go ahead and get into these clips. Let's go.
Hey, but this better be good, god damn it.
You want a kid now. You want a house now. You want a marriage now. You want everything right now. When do you look at what I want? Never have you asked what I want. Not once.
Here.
No, not once have you asked what I want. This whole relationship. It's always when you want what April wants when she wants it.
Sorry.
No, it's literally. I've tried to explain this to you before. I keep a lot of shit in.
I don't want you to keep anything in with me.
This is a lie. They want men to communicate until they have to be held accountable for their actions. Then men are sassy. So I don't buy this for a second. The crocodile tears says it all.
Well, I can't talk to you about it because you get mad at me and then it starts another argument. Every fucking time.
That hurts for you to feel like that because I do not want you to ever feel like that because you are so important to me. And I'm sorry.
Why?
And I'm sorry. But like, we do compromise on certain
We
things.
don't
too.
compromise. There's never been a compromise. It's always what how many times have I repeated this? It's always what April wants when she wants it. Should I just stay with you because you're crying and I feel bad, or should I look out for what I really want in life? Do you understand where I'm coming from? Understand what I've been trying to explain to you this whole damn time?
Now this is a guy who's fed up, tired of hearing himself talk, tired of repeating the same things, and she probably will never understand until he leaves, until he's gone, right? Because she cries on cue, plays the victim, then throws guilt trips and flips it back on him. Every time. And you could tell he's sick and tired of it. And see, a lot of women like this, they'll leave a relationship and really never learn from this and go do the same thing to the next man.
Never in a million years teach my girls that they have to grow up to be reliant on a man, as you can well imagine. I would never teach my son that he should be attracted.
But Tracy, you're the same one. You're the same one who bragged that she's so strong and so tough and doesn't need a man's money, yet you're taking alimony.
I have 3 children.
Okay, Mark.
You know what?
So, but you don't need a man's money.
All right, but that's it. I would never in a million years teach my girls that they have to grow up to be reliant on a man.
Whoa, yeah, you see that victim card is on full display. Let's be clear here. Alimony is not child support. My dear, she was hell-bent on keeping a lifestyle, never able to support on her own. But yet, she don't need no man. Let her tell it.
Y'all be missing out on men that'll treat you right because they're short. Because they don't look like these Instagram model dudes. Because he's a little chubby. You're crazy. Baby, I'm not missing out on no men because of them small ass factors. Baby, if you chubby, let's get in the gym. If you don't like it, shit, I love it. I love me a good chubby man. Okay? I'm just saying. But health is wealth, baby. So we gonna get each other right. But that's the superficial reasons that y'all are losing out on these good provider men. The men that will treat you right. The men that will give you flowers. The men that will take you out on dates. The men that will be father to your children. These the reasons. These the reasons. And I used to be that girl.
Talk to him, hun. Talk to him. Talk to him. They're not gonna like this one.
No such thing as a gold digger. There's just broke men that are too ashamed to admit that they can't afford you.
Women never consider themselves broke. Let me explain. See, if my bank account hits 0, then I'm broke. But if her bank account hits 0, then that means that I'm broke for not giving her the money for her bank account not to be on 0. So they're never really broke. They just need to get a new man. That's girl math, and that's how they equate things. We are broke. They are not. Therefore, they have a standard for us to make sure that we can make sure that they're not broke. If you understand that, then your mind's broke.
All the poor, hopeless sugar babies from around the world, listen up. Men are not here to facilitate your lifestyle. You know, the lifestyle that you choose that you can't afford. Y'all can have the simps and the suckers. Y'all can have them. But the men that's really about something, that really got confidence in themselves, if men are broke for refusing to go along with your begging tendencies, then what are you?
Yes, I'm in my feminine era, but apparently so are all the men.
Of course. Naturally.
Have we checked in on the men? Have you had a conversation with the men recently?
Yes, quite often in fact. But I have a feeling this subject matter expert has noticed something that the rest of us may have not.
They're like baddies now, it's crazy.
Baddies. Okay.
Global problem. The other day my friend went out on a date with a man. He looked at the menu, looked up at her and goes, "Is it okay if I order the steak?"
So they were being considerate?
What? They want their bills paid too.
Well, maybe some of them were just trying to give women the equality that they've been asking for. Because there's a lot of women out there that want their bills paid.
They ask you what you bring to the table because they're hungry.
No. They're asking what women bring to the table because, quite frankly, there's quite a lot of women out there that bring nothing to the table except for their appearance. And a lot of men want a little bit more substance to their relationships than just someone that's pretty.
It's like getting a dog from the pound, but instead of a collar, they're wearing skinny jeans. Is this what they mean when they say no one is coming to save us?
I mean, in the spirit of equality and all. A lot of you call yourselves strong, independent women. Time to stand up and save yourself instead of relying on men to do it.
Again, it's amazing how women love equality until it no longer suits them. This is why I have a show. Men are just getting tired of the BS and demanding women do more than just show up. And you don't really know who's pretty anymore until they show you their face without caked on makeup. But it's really not hard to understand. It's time to grow up. Never seen so many grown women who want princess treatment. No amount of lame insults will change the fact that men have raised standards. It's here to stay. It's here to stay. I'm sorry to break it to you. And the women you call pick-me's are getting picked, by the way. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, you're just going to be kicking shit pebbles out of the bed from your pets, about to smash into that wall.
So I was just on a space with one of my friends discussing DEI, and we were discussing the difference between like the different levels of DEI and how, it obviously started with women. Anyways, I just thought to myself, I was like, women will study until 3, 4 in the morning for a class to get that degree, that undergraduate, that master's, that PhD. But if a man comes home and he's like, "Can you cook for me?" and it's 3 a.m. in the morning. That's too much. That's inconsiderate. How dare you? But society has women waking up at 3 a.m. to go to work. Society has women studying at 3 a.m. to get a degree. Society has women going out and like all sorts of things at 3 a.m. Like I just, the levels of, boundaries that it's okay for corporate America to cross with a woman or society to cross with women, and they're not giving them any love or loyalty. But a man who will love and take care of her will ask her something, or maybe he doesn't even ask, maybe he just needs, and she'll be like, nope, abuse.
Look, I will cook my own damn food, to be quite honest with you. I mean, I'm not begging nobody. I'm not begging nobody to cook for me. You're gonna need to play some kind of part. However, the point she is making is very valid. You know what I mean? It ain't even really about the cooking. It's about really whatever guy needs. But putting aside the part about 3 a.m. because many women will fixate on that in the comments. I'm already knowing. Hell, they'll want a man waking out of his sleep at any time of night to protect the home, which I'm sure men would more than want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Especially for a woman he loves, for the household he's supposed to take care of. So don't get me wrong there. But they gonna be cool with that, right? They don't give a damn. Or make sure bills are paid, make sure he, run through the gamut, make sure he putting the utmost effort, and to make sure everything is taken care of. She needs it done, she's gonna want it done, right? But somehow, many women will put their man's needs and wants damn near last, and want specific things they need done consistently with no problems, right? Because a lot of them almost think like, why am I with you, right? If you can't do those things I need, why am I with you? Well, if you flip that back to women, guys are thinking the same thing. I mean, if I'm going to do all this and be willing to die and all this type of thing here, and be a provider, put forth most effort, give you my best, which I think that's what you should do as a couple, right? Give each other your best. Then he's gonna want something back for that, right? He gonna want something where, hey, if he asks for certain things to be done, God damn it, get it done. It ain't that hard. A man can elevate and support her, but when it comes to her having to step out of comfort zone, it's a problem. Best believe. And see, most guys I know are not really that needy, right? They'll handle most things themselves, but it's that one time here or there that they ask for something like a nice meal. Maybe they're not feeling well or something, but most likely they paying that back by handling what they got to handle on a consistent basis, day in and day out, lifting this, fixing that, doing whatever is needed to be done, from their woman. They can't be bothered, or she's a slave all of a sudden.
Y'all are asking men in their 20s, 30s, even 40s to cover every fucking thing. Life is more expensive, and you expecting a 23-year-old be making over $100,000 and cover everything for you and them kids that ain't his? You have me so up, because the reality of the situation is 2 incomes are better than 1. So this conversation of I'm not going 50-50 with no man, he needs to be covering 100, you could take that to hell with your Grammy. Okay? Like, our grandparents didn't work until they was 60 and 70, and that's when life was cheaper. The wealthiest people built that from the ground up together. That allowance life, that I'll take care of everything, babe life, wasn't just a given. They worked for that. Baby, you had my back in the beginning, and now that we're in this place, you cool. If you still want to work your business, that's fine, but just know I got you. That's something that's earned, not a giving. Y'all hoes got me tore up if you think you asking my son to cover all your bills day one. Work for it. You'll appreciate it more.
I'm going to have to let her cook, bro. I'm going to have to let her cook. I'm going to let it marinate real brief, Let it sizzle to a crisp. But yeah, a lot of women who want it all now, they not really trying to wait because they only plan to be with that man for a swift minute before they hop to who they really like and admire. That's why you see them with men they don't really like, just to get that soft life experience. So the idea of working for it together with their man is so far-fetched, it's a foreign language. It's abort mission before it gets to that. And they think being with a man is only suitable if life is soft. So they much rather pay 100% on their own, maybe get a few bills paid for some guys here or there. Probably got 2 or 3 guys in rotation. They out here hustling. But social media really got these types of women in a tailspin. But yes, sir. Appreciate y'all for watching, man. Hit me in them comments. This is EK Real Spicy, signing out. And I'm going to check y'all in the next video. And like that, be easy. Gone.